So the Course in Miracles, for me, was a very, very different thing to what I'd been used to. My background was the Eastern traditions. I'd been meditating for 30 years. And when I came across the Course, there was a very, very different thing that was presented to me. It had been presented to me by every Eastern teacher I'd been with, but I'd never heard it. And that was that it's up to me, that I'm responsible for the world that I see, and it's up to me to change that. And the other thing that the immediacy was presented to me, that being responsible for what I see, it's absolutely imperative that I be about that I be about waking up. Now, the tendency with meditating and all that kind of stuff was to think that somehow I could meditate my ass out of myself. It didn't include me in totality. When I came into the Course, or when I came across the Master Teacher of the Course in Miracles, what I found is that my body became alive. There weren't parts of me that were separate anymore. It all just came together as one. And the urgency once again was presented to me. It's, if you look at what's happening in the world, you flick on your television set, it's absolutely imperative that we take responsibility for that. And the only solution is to wake up. Now, that's been presented to us by Jesus. You know, I'm a Westerner, I'm a whitey, and I'd never looked at the teachings of Jesus. They came alive to me in the Course of Miracles. And of course, then I looked into the New Testament and I could see the same thing being presented. And that is basically, this is a dream of death. It's a bad dream. It's up to me to change it. It's imperative that I change it. I take total responsibility. Nobody is going to wake you up or me up. It doesn't happen that way. It happens by my taking an absolutely determined stance that there's nothing else. So for anyone who sees this, anyone who's been involved in or is involved in a meditative practice, that's fantastic. It's great, you know, to get some peace. But there's a lot more. And if you look into the Eastern traditions, particularly if you look into the Vedic tradition of India, the final scripture or text is the Upanishads. And in the Upanishads they say, finally you do all the stuff, you do all the rituals, you do all the meditative practices, you do all the reasoning in your mind. Finally, you're presented within the Upanishads that there's nothing outside of you. That there's no such thing as duality, it's just you, it's singularity. So find A Course in Miracles, do the workbook, read the text, and give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.